everyone, welcome to my podcast, Mindset Matters. My name is Ronan Rupesh Kotia, and I'm 13 years old. I started this podcast because my dad died of ALS in March 2023, and I want to share his story and raise awareness for this disease. As I said, I will be wearing all his shirts throughout each episode, and in this episode, I have his old Top Dad shirt because he loved Top Gun so much, and he was the top dad. In this episode, I have a special guest with me. She is our child therapist who helps kids like Keaton and I cope with different challenges in their lives. Her name is Miss Sarah Sutton. Hi, Miss Sarah.
Well, hi, Ronan. Thanks for having me on your podcast.
Thank you for being here. I'm really excited to talk to you because I have a lot of questions for you. As you know, my dad had ALS, and it's been really hard for me and my family.
Of course, Ronan. ALS is a very difficult disease to deal with. Do you want to tell me more about your dad and how you feel about his condition?
Sure. Well, my dad was the best. He always made me laugh and told me stories about when he was young. He used to love playing sports, eating out, and traveling a lot. But when he got ALS, he couldn't do those things anymore. He couldn't talk or move much. He needed a machine to help him breathe and a tube to feed him. It made me really sad and scared to see him like that.
I can understand that, Ronan. It's very normal to feel sad and scared when someone you love is sick and suffering. ALS is a disease that affects the nerve cells in the brain and spinal cord that control the muscles. When these nerve cells die, the muscles stop working and the person loses the ability to move, speak, eat, and breathe. There's no cure for ALS yet, but there are some treatments that can help slow down the progression of the disease and improve the quality of the life of the person.
I guess so.
Ronan, do you know how ALS affects kids like you?
Well, I know it's not contagious, so I couldn't catch it from my dad or give it to him, but I still worried about him a lot. And I worried about my mom too, because she took care of him every day and she was really tired and stressed.
That's very understandable, Ronan. Taking care of someone with ALS is very demanding and exhausting. Your mom loves your dad very much to do that for him.
She does. She says my dad is our hero.
That's very sweet, Ronan. Do you know that it is extremely important that you and other kids like you talk to their parents about their feelings? Your feelings and needs matter too, and because keeping them inside can make you feel way worse over time.
How?
Well, when you don't talk about your feelings, they can build up inside you like a rocket, and you never really know when it's going to go off. And it can cause you more stress and pain to hold all that stuff inside. They can also affect your mood, your behavior, your health, your schoolwork, your friendships, and your relationship with your mom. But you might not connect all of those things to what's happening at home.
Really?
Yes, really.
How are some ways that kids can talk to their parents about their feelings and their needs?
Great question. Let's imagine a conversation with your mom. First, choose a good time and place to talk. You know, some place that you guys both enjoy and spend time together. Try to find a time when your mom isn't too busy, stressed, or tired, like not right before school, and a place where you can have some privacy and quiet. Second, start with something positive, like a sandwich, a really good sandwich. You want to sandwich it well. Tell your mom something you appreciate or admire about her, like she's incredibly strong and brave and resilient and forgiving and just overall amazing. Or something you also enjoy doing with her. This can help her feel more relaxed and open to listening to you. Third, this is really important. Use I statements. Tell your mom how you feel and what you need, using words like I feel, or I need, or I want. Avoid words like you, or always, or never. Those can sound accusatory or exaggerated and make your mom, or really anyone, get defensive and angry. Fourth, be honest and be specific and clear. Give your mom some examples of what makes you feel sad, scared, or lonely, and what you would like her to do differently or more often to help you cope. Don't lie or exaggerate or hide anything from your mom, because that can damage the trust between you, and she wants to know what's going on inside of you. Fifth, listen and empathize. After you share your feelings and needs with your mom, give her a chance to respond and share her feelings and needs too. Listen carefully and respectfully to what she says and try to understand her perspective and emotions. You guys are in this together. You don't have to agree with everything she says, but you can acknowledge and validate her feelings by saying things like, I hear you, I understand, or that makes sense. Sixth, compromise and cooperate. This can be really hard. Try to find a solution that works for both of you, where both of your feelings and needs are respected and met. Be willing to give and take and to try new things. For example, you could ask your mom to spend some quality time with you every single day, even if it's just for 10 minutes. And in return, you could help her with some chores or errands. Or you could ask your mom to join a support group for caregivers of people with ALS, where she can get some emotional support and advice from other people in similar situations. Some people don't even know that those groups exist, and they're so helpful. Seventh, end with something positive. Thank your mom for listening to you and talking to you, and tell her that you love her and appreciate her. Give her a hug and a kiss or a smile. This can help both of you feel closer and happier and like you are in this together, because you are.
Wow, those are some great tips, Miss Sarah. Thank you for sharing them with me.
Ronan, do you have any more questions for me?
Yes, I do. I have a few more questions about how to cope with having a family member with ALS.
Of course. Go ahead.
Well, one question I have is, how do you deal with the good days and the bad days?
That is an incredibly good question. Having a family member with ALS can be like riding a roller coaster of emotions. Some days may be better than others, depending on how your dad was feeling, how your mom was coping, how you are doing at school or with your friends, and so on. On the good days, when things are going well and everyone is happy, it's important to enjoy them as much as possible. You can do things that make you and your family smile and laugh, like playing games, watching movies, telling jokes, or making memories. Like, what are some of the really fun things that you did with your dad on the good days?
We did fantasy football together.
That's right. What are some other things you and your dad did together?
We would love playing little board games where I would move the pieces for him.
Yeah.
We would watch sports. We would watch some movies. We'd have a lot of fun.
What was one of your dad's favorite movies?
His favorite movie that I loved to watch with him was Top Gun.
Oh my gosh. I remember that. You can also express your gratitude, because what you think about, that's what you believe. So if you think negative things and sad things all the time, then that's what you're going to believe all the time. So gratitude is so important. And it's a practice. It's a habit, just like brushing your teeth. You want to practice gratitude for the good things in your life, like your health, your home, your friends, or your hobbies, and the fact that you have your loved one still there, even if it looks different. On the bad days, when things are tough and everything is sad, everyone is sad, angry, or frustrated, it's important to take care of yourself and each other. You can do things that make you feel calm and relaxed, like breathing exercises, meditation, yoga, or listening to music. What's some of your favorite music, Ronan?
My favorite music that I would listen to with my dad is probably Snoop Dogg or the Jonas Brothers.
What? Your dad likes Snoop Dogg? I forgot.
He loves Snoop Dogg.
Okay, what was his favorite Snoop Dogg song?
Drop it like it's hot.
Drop it like it's hot? Really? That is awesome. I didn't know that. Okay. What's another favorite song of his?
Another favorite song of his is What a Wonderful World, and That Girl Is Poison.
Oh my gosh, that's great. You guys had so much fun together and laughed all the time. I feel like he's laughing right now with us. You can also do things that make you feel supported and loved, like talking to someone you trust, like me, hugging a stuffed animal, writing in a journal, or joining a support group. And you can also do things that make you feel hopeful and optimistic, like reading inspirational stories, watching motivational videos, or making a vision board. doing things that you enjoy doing.
Those are great ideas.
Also, the internet can be very helpful resource for kids, like you who have a family member with ALS. There are many websites, blogs, podcasts, videos, and apps that can provide you with useful information, advice, tips, stories, and activities to help you cope with ALS, because this is the first time that you're dealing with this, so you want to learn as much as possible. Ronan, do you have any more questions for me?
Yes, I do. I have one more question for you. How do you encourage your loved one to get more involved in things? Many people give up on everything when they get ALS.
Well, how did you encourage your dad to get involved in things?
Well, I didn't have to encourage him. He already knew that he wanted to stay strong through the whole thing.
Yeah, having ALS can make people feel depressed and hopeless sometimes. They may lose interest in things they used to enjoy or care about. They may isolate themselves from others or stop trying new things. They may feel like they have nothing to look forward to or contribute to. Here are some things that kids can do to encourage their loved one. First, show your loved one that you love them and care about them. Tell them how much they mean to you and how proud you are of them. Use your words. Give them compliments and praise for the things that they can still do. Give them hugs and kisses and smiles, even on the hard days. This can help them feel more valued and appreciated. I know you did this all the time with your dad. Second, show your loved one that you understand and respect their feelings. Listen to them when they want to talk about their condition or their emotions. Don't judge them, criticize them, or pressure them to be more positive or optimistic. Meet them where they are. That's how they're going to feel heard and understood. Don't compare them to others or to themselves before they got ALS. Don't make assumptions or expectations about what they can or can't do. Just be there for them and support them and love them like you do. Third, show your loved one that you want to spend time with them and have fun with them. Invite them to join you in activities that you both enjoy or that are suitable for their abilities. For example, you could watch a movie, read a book, play a game, listen to music, or do a craft together. You could also introduce them to new activities that they might like or that are accessible to them, such as online courses, virtual tours, podcasts, or audiobooks. You could also help them stay connected with other people who are important to them, such as family members, friends, neighbors, or support groups. I know you and Keaton did so many fun things with your dad. Fourth, show your loved one that you want to help them and make their life easier. Offer to assist them with things that they need or want to do, such as eating, drinking, dressing, grooming, bathing, or moving around. You could also help them with things that they used to do or enjoy, such as cooking, gardening, shopping, or organizing, which I'm not sure if your dad liked to organize, but if your parent does, definitely keep doing that. You could also help them with things that they might want to try or learn, such as using technology, learning a new skill, or exploring a new hobby. Again, I know that you and Keaton helped your dad so much. Fifth, show your loved one that you want to inspire them and motivate them. Share with them your goals, dreams, and achievements. Like, what's a dream that you have that you would share with your dad?
To become a professional soccer player, or to play soccer for my school, which I ended up doing through his support.
Exactly. Also, even being on this podcast is something that I remember that you wanted to do. And you love football.
I do love football.
And being a ref, you've often said, is that something that you want to do?
Yes, I did say I wanted to be a ref quite a bit of times.
Yes. Tell them about the things that make you happy, excited, and hopeful. Show them some examples of people who have overcome challenges and achieved success in different fields. You could also challenge them to set some goals for themselves and work towards them with you. For example, you could ask them to teach you something they know well or to learn something new with you. I know you used to love doing fantasy football with your dad.
Those are some amazing tips, too. Thank you for sharing them with me.
You are very welcome to, Ronan. Do you have any final thoughts or comments?
Yes, I do. I just want to say thank you so much for being on my podcast and answering all my questions. You have been extremely helpful, informative, and kind.
Thank you so much for having me on your podcast and asking me all these questions. You have been very curious, smart, and brave, and just overall amazing.
And thank you to all the listeners who tuned in today. I hope you learned something new and useful from this episode of Mindset Matters. If you have any questions or feedback from me or Miss Sarah, please let me know. Tune in for another episode where I will be sharing how to fight ALS with both traditional and non-traditional treatment. Thank you.